So I've got literally about 17 weeks before my first frost. I like to go with November 15th as my first frost date, which means I've probably got about 12, maybe 14 weeks of warm weather left, which means that it's literally the last time that I can sow warm weather crops that are fast growing, like squash and beans and cucumbers. Let me show you what I'm growing. Here are my seeds, and I'm going to show you some techniques as well to get them started and have a high germination rate. First, my zucchini squash. This, I'm starting the last of it for the season. I didn't get any zucchinis this year. The squirrels ate all my plants, but soaking them for a little while, maybe 2 hours to 4 hours, really softens up that coat. Now, some people say that you can nick it with a little nail clipper, file it. I've done that with the harder seeds like the winter squash seeds, but for the summer squash seeds, just soak them for a few hours and they should be good. Beans, what I do is I soak them again for about 3 or 4 hours, no more than that, because if you soak it too long, the seeds that'll actually rot. They'll kind of break apart and rot when you plant them. But if you kind of can't get around to planting them, what you can do is wrap them up in a little paper towel, damp paper towel like this. Keep it covered so that the paper towel doesn't dry out, and then whenever you're ready to plant them, you can do so. Okay, winter veggies, I'm getting started on them. Now, beets I can actually grow year-round, but I tend to grow them in the cooler season. They just grow a lot better. Same thing with carrots as well. I can grow them year-round, but they're just so much sweeter when you grow them through the cooler climates. And beets are very easy. You just stick them in some soil and they'll grow. And just know that each beet seed contains multiple plants. I think like 2 or 3 plants. So just be aware of that. And then for carrots, this technique has served me really well because carrots do tend to dry out very easily in my climate if I plant them, if I direct sow them. So I put them in a little baggie with some soil in it, moist soil, leave it on my kitchen counter for like 5 days, and it will germinate. You'll see the little tails coming out. You got to immediately put them in the soil when you see that happening. Finally, getting a round of lettuce going, the first of the season. I'm using some of the more heat-tolerant varieties, at least that grow well in my climate. Butter crunch lettuce, iceberg lettuce, surprising from the name, but it actually does tolerate heat, I think, better than some of the other varieties. And then I've got a mix over here. I think this is just some sort of a salad bowl mix. And then this one over here, oh, no, actually, this is broccoli. I'm just getting started on my broccoli, and cauliflower and cabbage will be coming up soon, but I've already planted these seeds. And then cilantro. Cilantro is something that I have successfully grown all summer long, and the reason I've grown it so well is because I have succession planted, and I'm planting in terracotta pots. I'm going to be doing the same for the lettuce as well. Plant them in terracotta pots. That keeps them a lot cooler and so thickly.